What? Hello, this is AZ383, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Wario World. Yes, it's been a long time since I've uploaded this. I have been distracted and had academics taking up my time. Anyway, I'm sorry, and I will upload my next episodes when I can. Now, let's look at the to-do list, which has whip the boss, grab all the treasures, and pretty much continue being a narcissist so you can grab statue pieces to increase your health. Alright, now, we are in Wonky Circus in the area Spooktastic World, which is Area 2. What you want to do is, well, what I personally like to do is beat up all those little Magons. M-A-G-O-N. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This level I personally think is very fun and very easy. Or, easy is relative. Because, well, I like the circus theme. I like the theme of beating up all these little circus creatures. If you have a fear or dislike of circus characters, this is a fun level. However, I do not. I just want to point that out. So, what that little spriteling just mentioned was an electric fence. Up ahead, there's a barrier. What you want to do is, when that comes, you want to throw an enemy or a Magon, or anything pretty much that you can pick up, into that target that you'll see that needs to be hit for the barrier to be removed. I'll explain more when I get to it. For now, what you want to do is collect this treasure. It's your choice if you want to throw an enemy into it. That's just cool. That's what you can be cool like that, I guess, if you want to. What you shouldn't do, and what isn't cool, is to jump into the spikes. Just wait for the stairs to become available, jump up, grab this red diamond, statue piece, and depart. You can be a little more patient than I am. I'm very daring in this game. There's another piece of the statue. You can beat up more Magons if you choose. I like to for money and financial reasons. Because if I were to ever need garlic, it helps. It's always good to build up money. That's the only way I think you can't technically beat this game, because you can always probably get more money. However, there is a finite limit. Just need to reach it. I'd like to throw. One day I'll just come back to this game, just throw one of these guys right into those missiles. Here's the electric fence I was referring to about a moment ago. So you want to throw the Magons. That's what these bosses are. These little enemies are called. Until the target is destroyed by hitting it enough, and it will explode, and you get money. Breaking things gives you money. I want to make sure you get as much money as you can. So now, what I want you to do is you can dispose of the enemies if you want. This is not one of those ground hatches where you need to smash an enemy through the door to get in. Now for this one, this little ground hatch, what you want to do is you want to grab the red diamond. Once the diamond is grabbed, you can depart. So, I recommend you do that. So, once you emerge, you can avoid the birds shooting circular bombs at you. I'm just going around here to make sure I've cleared everything that is around here. There is a demon. Yep, a crystal. Crystal. I mentioned it in episode 3. There's the spriteling says. I think it's a crystal deity, or it's crystal creature. It's that second word. I'll remember it eventually. Just give me enough time. Well, anyway, what you want to do is defeat it. So once you defeat it, you can then, well, I personally like to use its body to break into that ground hatch on the southern side of the map, or where you are right now. Just head down here and smash it. Once you smash it, you are in the next ground hatch area. In this little sub-level, what you want to do is you want to jump onto these platforms as they're moving. Try to make sure you don't fall off them. Trust me, that's not cool. Just will take a lot of time if you keep falling. And you want to position yourself in the right way so that when this when it curves, it's slowly moving. You can probably figure that out. And when it does, eventually, that's not a word. I know my words. This eventually moves into a position where you can just drop down in the crease right next to where Wario's standing. You can just drop down and get your red diamond and your pieces. Or just pretty much whatever you need in this. I think right now, I see a statue piece and a red diamond. So you want to follow the line of coins. Okay, you can do much better than I did. I just don't really care for coins at this moment. And once you've gotten your red diamond and statue piece, you have conquered that ground hatch. Now, what I want you to do is get out of this area. You've completed everything you need to, or you can have fun just standing there. I don't recommend that. You may climb. You should. And before you fail like me, because for a second I thought I was going to go back there. No, wait, actually. Yeah, no, don't make that error I just did. Don't keep failing like I am. Go around this. It's not that hard. And there's a switch. Press it. Because later you're going to want to get the corresponding treasure. You always want to look around for switches. I would do in all these videos. It may take me some time, because some of them, admittingly, are tricky. Even if they are tricky, they can all be found easily or with enough time. In all these videos, I show you them all. Okay, what's up? Yeah, you can use the C-stick, little sprightling. It is very informative. So they can, all the treasures and buttons, corresponding buttons, will be found by me. All my videos, I do show them. Okay, I want to see what this is. What is this scene that I keep passing? There's a bomb, and I'm apparently trying to, am I supposed to hit these guys, or I don't even see the point. Waste of time. I'm wasting time! That's never good. Time is valuable. Anyway, don't jump off there. Jump off at the very top, and you'll be able to get the corresponding treasure that matched that button that I almost skipped. Okay, now this part, just keep moving. And then jump into the ground hatch to avoid the raging elephants and their riders. Alright, in this little ground hatch level, what you want to do is, well, you can jump from the cloud platform to the red diamond. And that's pretty much it once you acquire the statue piece as well to increase your health, because narcissism equals health. Yeah. That's Wario's method, and that's Wario's choice, so I'm not going to argue with it, and to be honest, it's kind of funny to see how much of an egotist Wario is. Egotists are cool. So once you drop down, you can, I don't recommend paying for garlic, because I personally don't need it, but if you ever need garlic in this game and you're playing this, go for it. Don't let me not getting it tell you, oh, I don't need it. Well, if you need it, go for it. Jump down here and you'll click that little switch. Now, if you go back to the glue globe that is rotating, you will find the corresponding one down here. Once you do that, acquire the treasure, the triangle. Make sure I'm getting everything. It's not shameful or embarrassing or wimpy or anything to check what you're getting progressively. I don't know, I once thought it would be. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Once you're beating up this, as I refer to, the bully, as I was saying, no, wait, that's not the right one. Oh, yes, the correct name is the Clubosaurs. I knew it was, sometimes I just, as I said in the first episode, I won't exactly always use the first actual, like, how should I say, the scientific name. I'll just use the name that lets me think of them, but they are the Clubosaurs, and I mentioned about being strict with names on the level of the horror manor, which is the third episode of mine. This is episode 4. Alright, anyway, once you have gotten the red diamond and Mr. Wario's golden statue piece, you will awaken, or not awaken, I suppose, awaken to this level. Not even a level. This area full of these caged monsters, which you never know exactly what they are, but I'm just kind of implying they're a lion-type creature, I suppose, because they have the tails of, I guess, a bear or lion. I technically actually don't really care, just curiosity when I was younger. I was always so curious of what the actual being was in here. All we know it has yellow eyes. It looks like a form of a ancestral being of a cat or a lion or tiger or bear. Oh my! Not really bear, I just wanted to set up that little joke. So once you, way earlier, you set up a green switch, and there's the corresponding button. So what you can do now is, if you don't jump off like me, actually go ahead, go crazy. Once you've gotten that, jump down here to the new section of the level. And here's another crystal entity, as I finally remembered his name. Again, it's the second word. Alright, anyway, once you destroy the crystal entity, I personally just, well, he's yours to play with. I like how with these entities, the one thing I don't like is how random they appear, and you're kind of trapped. However, they are also easy to defeat, and once you've defeated them, you can pretty much do whatever you want with them. Let's see, am I on the right track? Yes, I am. Once you pick up their little minions, throw them in to the crystal entity, I'm gonna do something kind of cooler. Let's throw him. Let's see, can I hit the garlic dispenser? Oh, I hit it. What now? So, as you continue through the level, it will get progressively more difficult, as every level does. So I recommend waiting so the fires burn you, because getting burned is not cool, because it will lose heart, and losing heart is only cool. Actually, I don't think of one time where it is cool. Now you are in a level where timing is crucial, but when you're impatient like me, that's more annoying. What I like is you can actually punch this little arrow here. You can't pick it up, you can punch it. So with good timing, just release A at the right time. You may have to try this a few times to get the sprightling. You can use the dash attack. I like the Mimkim. And red diamond. Now once you pop up back into the main level, I want you to continue going. You're going to want to go up, to the left, then to the right. First, you should go for that switch. Once you've completed that, before you go up on that swirling device, go to the left. You'll be able to hit a blue switch that you might have seen when you dropped into this area. Don't fall! Do not fall right here, because it will be a pain in the ass to get all the way back up here. So, now you get your trombone, I believe that was. And once you have gotten that, you can go back up to that swirling thing to continue heading right. You're going in the, I guess, east direction from if I was standing there. Garlic dispensers. I don't need garlic dispensers yet, but I will. You can jump. You can punch this trigger and jump at the right time and actually hook onto it or get on top of these before they spiral up. I used to be able to do it, but it really doesn't matter, although it is kind of cool to do. If you have done it before in this game, or you do it even easier than I do, let me know in the comments so I can feel bad. I want you guys to make me feel bad. So once you walk into this arena, you will see these little Magons, and you pretty much just knock the crap out of them. You destroy them, and you beat them up. Remember what I said about the running ones? They have more money. Make sure you abuse all these little guys. Blow them up, kill them, smash them into others. Destroy them. Do with what you will. Make sure they all die, and you get money. It's okay, guys. Money justifies destruction, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I really am. Ooh, it's these creatures that you don't know exactly what they are, but you only get implications based on their body. You never get to know what their faces are. However, you do get to see what their eyes are. So, apparently that should satisfy you enough. So, well, actually, I have not stated this, but it's pretty obvious already. You just need to run out the clock by getting money by destroying these little creatures. And when they hit you, you hit back harder. So, yeah, that's pretty much the point. This is actually a pretty self-explanatory part. Just beat these guys up. And once you do, you will get more money. See a pattern here? I don't. So, continue heading right, drop down, eventually. I want you to eventually drop down. Yes, there we go. And avoid getting hit by these elephants and their riders. Beat them up enough, and you can actually, when you destroy the elephant, and the elephant alone by pile driving it, you can actually separate the rider from the elephant. And the rider? Oh, I like how small he is, and I like throwing him around because I'm a jerk. I want to throw him through the electrical fence. So now I want you to climb up. He blew up. Jump on this glue globe. And now I want you to jump to the left, hit this blue switch. Okay, if you're as lucky as I am, I actually personally don't recommend just doing that jump like I did, because that was too risky. However, I'm kind of play this a little too much. So, and that's why you actually should be careful, so you don't fall into the unicorn lair. This is my way of, see, I did a move successfully when I shouldn't have and got away with it, so I need something to throw me back into the unicorn lair to remind me of what boundaries I have to follow. Because that totally just happened. Yep, we're still on track. It's always good to make sure you're on track. So grab this item. And now, don't just jump straight down. You will regret it. Because the game creators are smart. So they want to make sure, actually do jump straight down. What am I saying? Do it. But when you want to, no, the point of what I'm saying is when don't jump down, when you want to get to the next area, they set the camera up so it looks like if you just jump right down, you'll get to the portion that you just saw was on the right. So they kind of pull a prank on you for who will actually pay attention and who will be impulsive. That's just said in episode 2. Being impulsive is good. But actually, not always. Well, it is, but sometimes you just want to... Yeah, you know, and I'm not going to be able to say this without contradicting myself. Anyway, it's good that you jump down. Make sure you jump down. Jump down. So then you can come back there and get the treasure that jumping down will have awarded you. So you wait for the glue globe, and you just wait, then jump to the right, because you've seen what's already there, and you get your next present. So with these guys, you punch, 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 back away. Don't jump into the unicorn lair generally, but I'm just being impulsive again. To resolve any problem when you're in the unicorn lair, just remember, don't touch the water because you'll lose coins, because apparently that's Wario's equivalent to hell, and find the spring. Anyway, back to punch, 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 get away, because this will try to bite you, and you don't want to lose damage, because losing damage isn't good, or cool, because cool totally has something to do with it. Once it is in your arms, you want to make sure you throw it at that pink, I guess we'll say that's pink, button, so you can activate the corresponding switch to get your next treasure. And as you can see, there's an electric fence up ahead. What have we learned about electric fences? throw your enemies into the targets that are inside the electric fence. So, you can be cool, you can waste enemies right here actually to get some coins, or you can be productive. I'm choosing a little bit of both. And you want to make sure you just hit the targets. As you've noticed, the more times you hit them without destroying the targets, they will get smaller and quicker to make it a little more challenging. If you're just a little patient, I know, I'm saying that as if I should be patient, you'll eventually get it done. If you notice, there's a statue piece up ahead. You could be kind of bold and or risky and try to get it by being on top of this creature, which I have done, or you could do it the prudent way and get it via glue globe over to the right and over. See, can I do it? No, nah, I can't do it. It's okay. Especially when I throw him out of the map. Hey, I don't really care for those guys. So now once you jump into one of the last ground hatches, this won't happen to you. There we go. You will free the last spriteling. The clown around is my next enemy. Oh, this boss. Yeah, he's creepy as hell. Then again, this game has kind of pretty messed up bosses, and I'm failing so much right now because I am not being patient. What have we learned about patience? It's, I remember reading a quote. Patience is the friend of wisdom. It's Sir Augustine. I have to agree. I've had a thing with patience a lot of my life where I'm not very patient. Well, and I'm really reflecting it right now. See, if I were patient, this would be done by now. But I'm not. So, what have we learned? Exactly. Once you've retrieved your items, you may now proceed. You are free to leave. You're technically free to leave the whole time, but you should leave then. Grab the glue globe, don't get burned. There's a chest down there on the right. You should activate it. Grab your Nintendo 64, and you've just got the badge of the treasure chest, implying that you've gotten every treasure in the level. So you've got one of the 3 stamps on the to-do list completed. And that's really good. As I'm swinging back and forth, I'm trying not to fight this Anchiron. That's this turtle creature. Anchiron. A-N-K-I-R-O-N. Yeah, that's it. So, once you stop getting burned, and when you finally stop getting trolled unmercilessly because you're just not thinking, you can get a lot more of this done efficiently. So, take what I've done. I've shown you everything I can for this level, just about, in probably the next 5 minutes. Approximately, a little more. But, yeah, everything I'm showing you is definitely valuable, and I'm proud of showing you all of it. But the manner in which I'm doing it, it could be improved. The way I'm not so impulsive, how I almost just landed on that spring. But you learn from my mistakes. That's what I'm showing you all. I want you to take the knowledge of what to do and make sure you learn from all my mistakes. And now here's this stone doohickey. That's legitimately what it's called. And now you can fight the clown around. So yes, learn from my mistakes. Don't be so impulsive. Don't be so impatient. But patience actually matters. I know, I'm freaking out because it's true as well. Anyway, let's fight this fun boss with only 2 hearts. This shouldn't be hard. I think I'll do well. But let's see. Oh, he looks normal, I guess. Okay, I'm concerned. We can't lose! So yes, what he'll do is he'll ride his big ball, connected with many other balls. And what you want to do is he'll eventually come to you and get off his ball. He will take his head off his body, and you want to punch his neck slot right there where his true face is, so he's dizzy enough, and you just want to dispose of him however you will, spinning, throwing him off the edge, or pile driving him. You repeat the process. Just once he gets off his ball, he will then be able to be vulnerable once he gets off his ball and pulls his head off to see his neck region where his true flattened head is. Makes you think his real head is his body. The head he's wearing is a fake one. And the fun thing about this, or fun, is subjective. Once you keep removing the heads, and once you continue going further into this boss, the heads will come alive, or they will technically alive, but they will begin moving around and hopping about as they are. They can only be destroyed by his bomb ball. See how he throws it? It just blew up. I think it destroyed one just now. You also want to avoid getting hit by those heads. Also, I'm wrong actually. No, the only things that destroy heads are his own swinging into them, or his own contact getting hit by them, or the bomb ball, because I just swung him into them and they just blew up. So now, as the level progresses, he will continue getting more persistent with leaving you because he realizes he's getting hurt. So once he throws his bomb and blows crap up, and he'll reveal his head again, then you continue beating him up. See, look, I just proved that. I was originally thinking that you had to swing. Okay, now when he throws the bomb, avoid it. When you swing him into the enemy, that's the only way to destroy the heads. But no, his head has to make contact with his body has to make contact with these heads to destroy them, or they have to be blown up. So actually, in reality, they're not that bad, or not that hard to destroy. Anyway, once you've just repeat the process of getting on the sides and beating up his body, not head, when you can, he should be fairly simple. Just avoid the heads. Like, you can punch them and knock them away. You can't destroy them unless you use him. Now, once you're ready, destroy him! You have gotten the badge of destroying the boss. He blows up. You see the one head he left behind. And you have defeated the boss. Clown around. Can't clown around anymore. It was a good joke, right? Because clowning means fooling around. Ah, everyone's a critic. Either way, you've defeated the boss of this level. And you're not done. You've gotten all 3 stamps. Your to-do list is completed. You gain another piece of heart. God, is this Zelda? No, it isn't. You get another heart half, I suppose. And now you're able to fight the Area 2 boss. Well, guys, it's time to take on the boss. Dual Dragon is the boss. Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is still this episode. Here's the intro. What? Ha! You guys thought you were done watching the episode. Yeah. Anyway, this is Dual Dragon, the Area 2 boss of Spootastic World. This boss I actually think is easier than Dynamite, in a sense. Well, as the name implies, Dual 2 Dragon. Well, you've seen a lot of dragons, assumably, in your lifetimes, so you have a good idea of what this thing could be in terms of appearance. So what you want to do is not what I just did. So one of them will breathe fire out of its mouth, and you want to make sure it hits its head of its counterpart. See, right now, what I was doing, you punch one of the heads continuously, then the other will shoot fire, and you want the fire to make contact with the other head. So I recommend personally just going up to one side and just keep beating it. The only real harmful things these dragons can really do is knock you in the water by their tail. The glue globes can mess you up, and the dragon can wake up in time and actually gain consciousness, so it won't get hit by the other one's fire. And just be smart and just keep punching. What I recommend is just what I'm doing right now. Just keep punching the head. It's fun, and it keeps it down, and why not? So then you don't get abused by the tails. Tails will hit you, the glue globes don't mess you up, and the water will hurt you. And also, the obvious, don't get burned by the fire and the embers that sprout off as the Dual Dragon hurts its own self. I want to say, is this homicide or suicide? Because it is itself, but yet there's 2 deities on one body. Deity implies God. 2 creatures on one body. Either way, which I'm actually really curious about that. You just, again, repeat the process. Punch, 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 kick. Oh yeah, you can't kick, dang it. And let it burn itself. Although, hopefully you'll be a little more cautious and not just being so reckless and not getting burned. Although, I'm the kind of person right now who thinks, whatever. If you get the job done, you can get the job done. So keep punching it. Think of a falcon punches happening every time you're making contact. So now, once you've beaten it up enough, the Dual Dragon will hurt itself, and it will die. You just murdered a dragon. Sweet! So once that is done, you will get the key to the box. Or it looks really creepy right there. Got the key. And proof I've conquered everything in Area 2. Gotten all the spritlings, gotten all the treasures, gotten all the hearts. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I'm technically about halfway through the game right now. Because I got the second key. If you haven't seen any of my videos of how I got it, search through. As you know, I'm Ace383. Look through my playlists. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And we're getting that much closer to seeing the Black Jewel. The thing that has turned Wario's kingdom into these monsters rummaging through his things as he was originally captured and turning all his jewels into creatures, and his money is just gone. So, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. I know I have, and I'll try to be more impatient and more impulsive later. This is AZ383. See you guys next time. Bye.